Brian Tarian from the Disability Digest, and welcome to the Social Security Disability Approval Course, Step 1, which is all about how to apply and hopefully get your Social Security disability benefits approved fast. If you're watching this video and you have not spoken with one of our advocates here at the Disability Digest, you've just stumbled upon this. This is just one of several segments where we break down the approval process. And it certainly is helpful information, but the best way for us to help you is if you contact us here at the Disability Digest. Join us as a member, there's no charge. Speak with an advocate so they can release the appropriate parts of the course, like this one, and also the condition-specific information that we may have for like back, neck, mental health, depression, diabetes, that will help you further increase your chances of getting approved. All right, so I'm going to go through, break this down for you, and give you some tips of what to do to maximize your chances of winning here. And if you want to understand if this works, just look on the right-hand side of the page. You'll see a bunch of success stories. So, as mentioned in my intro, this is a collection of information from industry experts and members that have gone before you and have gotten approved and shared their insights. So as we go down this page here, I'm going to hit the highlights. You'll see there's an index, and then there's a contact form, and then there's a disclaimer. So these are the things that we're going to talk about. The first thing is in the getting started steps that you have here. Some of these you may have already completed, but it would be good to go through them again. So the first thing is how to explain you qualify for disability. A lot of people have, when asked this question, well, why is it that you think you qualify? They speak about their conditions, and that is not what's going to be the right buzzwords for you to get approved for disability. So not only listen to this step here, craft your own. And you can work with an advocate here to bounce it off them, make sure it's right, join one of our YouTube live events and share it there. So just make sure you get it right, because that's going to be what you're going to put on your application, what you share with Social Security. If they call you on the phone and they ask you a question, this is what you want to have, is a short, concise statement. Next thing is what you need to prove. What is it that you need to prove to make sure that you qualify? There's different aspects of this depending on your age, how old you are, the conditions that you have. So that's really important. Next is what you're going to need, the information that you're going to need to apply for your disability benefits. It's good to have all of that information gathered together, put in one place, in a safe place on your computer or a Google document, so that you have access to it. The next step is how to file your initial application. This is a step-by-step guide. Shows you how to go online with Social Security, take the information from this prior segment right here, and then communicate why you are not able to work and put it into this application. Right? So that is just step by step, it's right there for you. Now keep in mind, if you do this right, you have a pretty good shot at winning, and the national approval statistics from Social Security is 36%. I do say that we do this work. We work directly with some of our members here as their disability representative, and the results that we get by using this and some other tips that we've learned over the years are significantly better. So it is worth the time to get approved at this initial level so that you don't have to go through the wait for reconsideration and the wait for hearing. All right, so once you have filed your initial application, you're not done yet. You're going to be sent paperwork from Social Security. That paperwork is going to ask you like what you do on a daily basis around your house. Do you do cleaning? Do you cook meals? Do you feed animals? Anything like that. So how you answer these is critical, because the answers you put on these forms, if you do not get approved, are likely going to be the same questions that the judge is going to ask you when you go to court. Okay? If you're using a disability attorney, non-attorney representative, all of these steps certainly apply. You can track their progress, make sure they're doing it right. But for this specific one right here, if you answer the questions, you should have them review it, see if they're in line with the directions here for the reasons that are mentioned. If they just say, you know, put on there whatever you like, I would have a word of caution about that. All right, now, evidence, section 2. Everybody needs evidence. It's an evidence-based process. So 2A is how to get doctor support and what to do if you cannot. There are specific forms that Social Security recognizes. They're called residual functional capacity report forms. And these forms you can learn about in this interview here with Attorney Osterhow. You can get the forms, print them off. There's forms for physical, and there's forms for brain health, mental health issues. Not all doctors are going to fill those out. Get as many as you can. But if they don't fill them out, then there are steps to do in the event that they put a roadblock on you. So that's another important step. There's additional evidence that you can submit from coworkers, friends and family. Even taking video of your limitations, short clips like 20 seconds or less with an iPhone or an Android, and then adding those to your case file about showing you walking or lifting or bending or stooping or not being able to, the things that you're not able to do, because there's no visual component to the approval process at this stage. So adding one would definitely help you out. You may be sent for an exam as part of your initial application process. 72% of the people are. And if you are, then what to do in that exam is in step 3. And the key part is to make sure that the examiner does an appropriate exam and documents the appropriate information. So you learn about accountability, what to say, what to bring, who should come with you in that section 3. All right, so that is the highlights of what's in this course. The last important piece is this, is hang on to this page. It suggests that you keep a file or with this information in the approval course. But if you've had a change in status, like you've gotten approved, which would be wonderful, then we ask that you come in here and fill out this form and then let us know that you have been approved. That way we can get you the right information. Now let's say this is your initial application and you've completed that, but let's say you know that you've applied and been denied, right? Unfortunately, then you want to select item 4. Or let's say that you've submitted your initial application, you want to know if there's anything else you can do between now and the time that you can get approved, then you can contact us and we can get you the next segment. Let's say you're 2 months, 3 months into this. So use this form to update us so that we can keep you in the flow with relevant information. We continually update things, like we have condition-specific information now for major categories, but we're adding some frequently, and we learn other tips from members, so there may be things that we could help you out. A few other things. Make note of the disclaimer. It's unreasonable for me, you, to think that you're going to get the same results as somebody else. There's no guarantees here. It's up to you to do the work if you're doing this on your own, or monitor your disability representative if you're having them do it. Down at the bottom we have a bonus section. This is from Attorney Jonathan Ginsburg, where he has, this is an extensive interview. It's a few years old, but the information is super relevant. Social Security hasn't changed you know, it'd be great if they did, but they haven't changed much at all. So there's a two-part video there that breaks down some of the common questions. So I hope this is helpful. Most importantly, I really hope forward to hearing back from you about getting approved. And that's what really makes things tick for us here. So I hope you find this helpful in getting through the disability approval process. Thanks, and make it a great day.